Every time you're running, you look just cool as ice. Where do you get this demeanor from? Because it looks like nothing bothers you.
Yeah, because all of us are human beings, and I'm competing against humans, so why would I be afraid of someone, another competitor? So I just focus on my race and do my part. That's what I have to do.
Some people are calling it that dominant performance there by yourself as a beat and teach, but surely the beat and teach comes in the worlds, right?
Yeah, because it's actually a good win, but the main focus is the world championship. So when I win at the world championship, everyone can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure I'm going to.
Good morning, good afternoon, possibly good evening. All depends on where you are in the world. Welcome back to another live stream. Got some more World Athletics Championship action to give you guys. First up, though, we're going to be bracing ourselves for some fireworks to come in the men's and women's 400 meters hurdles finals. But before we get into the action, I think I need to backstep a little bit and talk about yesterday's results, brush over a few results from yesterday so we can all be on the same page before we segue into the crunch time. Also, later on in, I think maybe just under 2 hours now, we'll be segueing into the finals of the men's and women's 200 meters. Do you go ahead and give me your predictions? Is the crown staying with the current holders or will it find a new home? Let me know in the comment section. A special happy Friday to you guys. Also, before I forget my manners, happy Friday. We've made it to another Friday. Long may it continue. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend when it comes. If you're making your way into work, I do hope that you arrive safe and unharmed. And I hope you do the same in reverse. Making it through your doors is an underrated blessing. To all the people there who are probably napping because, or sleeping, I should say, because you're on the graveyard shift later on. Go ahead and sleep for both of us. I am absolutely knackered. But as I said, let me go ahead and stick a pin in it. I think we should backtrack just a little bit, guys, and go ahead and look at yesterday's results. So let me go ahead and bring my page up on the screen there for you guys. So I'm right on cue. And let's go ahead and look at the women's triple jump. I don't think we touched on the women's triple jump, the finals of the women's triple jump yesterday. I think I said I was going to touch on it, but if memory serves me well, I don't think I did. So let's go ahead and look at the standing once more of yesterday's women's triple jump finals. And as you can see there, the Cuban there, Hernandez out in front with the clinching the gold medal, produced a world lead time of 14.94. So congratulations there for the Cuban. And also big ups to Tia Lafond from the Caribbean, of course, Cuba and Dominica. Big ups to our very own on our shore there with Jamaica and the Caribbean's concerned. And we have Roy Jazz, I believe that's how the name is pronounced. Another 2-season best there of podium finishes for second and third place. So congratulations there to the athletes who managed to secure podium finish. And Saw from Senegal, because to Saw from Senegal, she also produced a personal best there of 14.55 meters. Now, while we're talking about a couple of the other athletes there, I think it's only fair that we also talk about you can see there you got Smith, Keeler Smith there in eighth position of applaudable finish there with a jump of 14.37 meters. So congratulations to her. And also Ricketts, a lady there that needs no introduction, rocking the black, gold, and green, similar to her compatriot Smith. So Shanika Ricketts there, she produced a jump of 14.56 meters there to finish in a respective fifth place position. I did catch up on a interview there that she did with the reputable Jamaica Observer. It's an emotional one, so grab your tissues there. I'm gonna play that interview there from Ricketts, as I said, with the Jamaica Observer. very emotional one there after her performance in the women's triple jump. So you guys can go ahead and sit back and listen to this one with myself before we continue with the rest of the show. If you're just tuning in, happy Friday, good morning, possibly good afternoon, or maybe even it's a good evening. It all depends on where you are in the world. And I've got you covered for the next possibly 2+ hours or so, 2 separate live streams, 2 big finals to come, but I should say 4 finals, because there is the men's and women's 400 meters hurdles finals, and then we move on to the women's and men's 200 meters finals. So 4 big finals to come. But before then, let's go ahead and listen to what Ricketts has to say after competing in the final of yesterday's women's triple jump.
See, getting a bit emotional. Just talk us through that particular element. You know, the emotional weight that you're gonna have to process now, and how do you move on from that?
Yes, I think it's important to feel everything, feel the disappointments, because when we win, we feel the joys, and it's all a part of it. It's a game, and you just have to learn to play, and you just have to live with the results.
You're a winner. I'm pretty sure you'll bounce back from this one.
Yeah. Honestly, coming into every major championship, the aim is to get on the podium. And so tonight, I wanted to be on the podium. But reflecting on the competition, I gave it everything I had tonight. I had some big jumps, but there were fouls. And it doesn't matter because it's not on paper. And so I'm disappointed that I didn't get any big jumps to get on the podium. But I'm grateful to be among the top 8. I was 5th tonight, and I'm just going to use this experience to move forward.
Looking at your form coming into the championship, you think that perhaps played a part in how you were able to execute today?
Yes, definitely. I've been having a lot of really difficult competitions, and so I know tonight it wouldn't be easy, and I think I kind of overextended a little bit, and that's one of the reasons why I had so many fouls, because I was really just trying to get it. But then when I finally get on the board, it was a bit too late. I ran out of energy, and it was everything that I had, so no complaints.
Very emotional interview. I'm sure you guys can sense the emotions there in Ricketts' voice. Very emotional, a bit of a tough one there to listen to. So sorry if I've given you a little bit of a downer for your morning. Do me a favor though, if you're just tuning in and you haven't hit the like button yet, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button. And I guess we could all go back a step and look at the rest of yesterday's results. One of the results that I want to touch on is back at the 200 meters finals there for the men's. Sorry, not the 200 meters finals, but the semi-finals. My apologies there if I confused you guys. Actually trying to see which heats it is that I'm searching for. I want to take it back a little step and look at the finals, if I the semi-finals, that is. That's if I can bring it up. I am looking for, okay, there he is. Heat 2. So this is a little bit repetitive because we've already gone through yesterday's live stream of the 200 meters semi-finals. But I wanted to talk about the young Australian. I like to call him the baby Gout Gout, obviously because of his name. But I'm just completely a bit like yourselves. I'm sure you're all taken aback by him. I can't think of a 17-year-old that's doing or has done what he has done in over said different distance, I should say. So I'm completely in awe by his maturity, extremely mature for someone who's let's remind ourselves that he is a teenager, quite literally a teenager. I'm sure he has so much more to experience, but he's experienced quite a lot for a young 17-year-old, and I'm sure he has a hopefully an extraordinary career there for him to achieve wonderful accolades. So he got a he finished there, as you can see on the screen, in 4th place, which I think is applaudable when you take into consideration again his age, experience, and who he was up against in terms of that particular heat. Above him there is Courtney Lisney of the United States, Botswana's Leslie Tobogo, and also Jamaica's Brian leveling things up. Let's see if we can level things up once more when we reach to the finals of the 200 meters. Let me know your predictions there. And while we're talking about the little Australian goat there, he did a post race interview with the Australian athletics. And you can go ahead, if you're not used to listening to the young man himself, you can go ahead and listen to him and listen to how just beaming with energy and a lot of maturity. And after that, we're going to turn our focus to the men's and women's 400 meters hurdles finals.
Yeah, definitely. It means a lot in knowing that I got a whole country behind me, knowing whatever I do, they're gonna be proud of me. So it definitely feels great. I couldn't be more grateful to be in a country like this. So I'm definitely proud of myself and proud of Australia for sure. Feeling quite relieved, just I went out there and did my thing. The nerves were there, and I just went out there, did my thing, and I couldn't be proud of myself for sure. Yeah, it definitely makes me feel the most confident man in the room. Knowing that I got years on these guys and knowing that I got time on my side is definitely all the confidence I need. Knowing that by the time I'm like 30, these guys most likely won't be here as well. So I know that I got time on my side and I know I can go far. Yeah, I'll definitely go home, enjoying some rest for sure, and then studying for my final year 12 exams. And then after that, getting into some good training and getting some good comps. Definitely goals. Obviously, that sub 20 barrier, that's got to go down for sure. And just getting faster and faster and getting stronger and just doing everything on the next level.
It's quite incredible, isn't it? He's got exams to look forward to. It is so funny. 17 years of age and he has experienced so much. Long may the great success continues there. For the little baby goat, that's my name for him. Little Australian goat there. If you guys call him a different name, do let me know. But I'm again one of those athletes there that I enjoy watching. If we go ahead and let me see if I can take it back a peg and see if we could just go ahead and glance over his profile there stats wise. As I said, he is only 17 years of age and doesn't seem to be disheartened by yesterday's performance there in terms of where he finished. He's currently ranked 16 in the world. So the 17-year-old is ranked 16th in the world. And you can see that he's someone there that is already created a steady springboard to hopefully propel himself to greatness throughout his career. National champion there over the 200 meters, that is Australian national champion. And in terms of the World U20s Championship, so that is the junior version of the senior World Championships, he has the silver medal. He's secured a silver medal at last year's World U20s Championship. And if you've seen him run, if you've seen this young man run at any given point, if you haven't, do try to find some time to see him run, whether it's during the course of the day, maybe over the weekend or whenever. He has drawn, not by himself, not intentionally, but based on his performance there, there is some comparisons there that's being drawn to the greatest to ever do it. And if I say the greatest to ever do it, then quite obviously I'm speaking about the Yankee State. Again, happy Friday and good morning to those of you there listening in the Caribbean, across the pond in the USA and Canada. Also, big ups to Papua New Guinea. I have a subscriber in Papua New Guinea. I think that is absolutely unbelievable. Always surprises me when I hear countries that one, I've never visited, and two, I don't expect you to be tuning into my live stream. But Papua New Guinea, big ups to Papua New Guinea, all the countries there. If you're listening and I haven't mentioned your country, drop your country in the comment section. Drop a flag. Let me know where you guys are listening from, and I'll give you your shout out. Also, big ups to Pakistan. I can't believe it, but people tuning in from Pakistan and also India as well. I think that is unbelievable. So big ups to you guys there. I think the majority of you are probably just waking up or potentially getting yourselves ready to head out to work. If you're in the Caribbean, it's probably coming up to maybe 6:45. If you're in Jamaica or elsewhere in the Caribbean, it's run about that similar time, approaching the 8 a.m. where you should be starting your shift. So I do hope that you guys have a wonderful day. So do grab your tissues, we're going to be looking at the meat of the matter for this particular live stream. 2 live streams coming up for you guys. So if I segue and take it back a step and look at today's events, looking at the first up, we've got the men's 400 meters hurdles that's coming up shortly, guys. So do grab your seats, make yourself comfortable. Of course, if you're getting ready for work, keep it moving. I don't want to keep you late. I don't want to make you late, but we do have the men's 400 meters hurdles to come, and that will be shortly followed by the women's equivalent. So the 400 meters hurdles there for the women. So speaking of said events, do grab your tissues. It is going to be a teary one. I'm sure it's going to be one filled with a range of emotions, also potentially some tears of joy. And you have a final dance in the women's 400 meters hurdles final. But for who is the final dance in relation to? You will have to stick around. I'm not going to give you all the info just yet. Once we get round to the women's 400 meters hurdles finals, I'll give you some more information there on who is in for their final dance. So I'm going to backstep a little bit, all right? I'm doing a little bit of a backstepping as we anticipate the final of those 2 400 meters hurdles race. I'm going to go back into yesterday again. My apologies. I'm just remind myself that there were a few other events there that I unfortunately didn't touch on, not because I didn't want to, but just because I really and truly just I just didn't have the time to do so. So rather than jumping back into yesterday, I reckon I could just keep it on today and just look at the men's triple jump final. It's currently underway. I think it's it started about some maybe seconds ago, a matter of fact, right on cue. I should have just gotten on the way. And of course, you do have Jamaica's Jordan Scott in contention. You can see a little bit of Jordan Scott's profile there. 28 years of age. He's currently ranked 4th in the world. So if you do want to keep your eyes and ears peeled there, we see if we can keep on a look on Jordan's performance to see where he finishes. And I'm sure he'll be seeking to see if he can do, if not one better, and get himself on the podium there as it relates to the World Athletics Championship. Maybe a few places better than what he has done in his career so far. You can see there in terms of the World Indoor Championships, he finished 4th. And that was this year's World Indoors Championship. In the youth version of the World Championship, so that is the U20s, he has previously finished 6th, and we all know about how he has competed in this year's Diamond League. Hat-trick of golds there in his back pocket, firmly around his neck, where the 2025 edition of the Diamond League is concerned. And also, of course, it does make also for a pretty reading there at the national championships. Gold in 2018, 21, 2024, and also in 2025. Let's see if he can bring a major accolade there to his name with today's final. As I said, it just seconds ago got underway. I'm going to try and see if I can get some coverage of it my end. Of course, I don't have any control pertaining to what is shown on my TV. I just have to go with whatever pops up. Good morning to yourself, Rochelle. Rochelle is getting ready for work. I know most of you there are getting ready for work. I do hope that you have a lovely day, Rochelle. Safe travel into work, and also safe travel on your returns as well. My screen is currently saying loading schedule. I am hoping that the World Athletics website doesn't crash on us. I think it did some streams ago, and kind of left me in a panic because I wasn't really sure where to turn. But I do hope that doesn't happen. Again, if you're tuning into the live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from. I see someone that's dropped a comment. I think they actually commented on the video rather than commenting in the comments section. So let me go ahead and see who that person is. Not sure if they're a subscriber or not. Right. It's a unique name. It's the person's called Bride of Chucky. Says, good morning. We will see the races here. Will we see the races here? Well, Bride of Chucky, I can't show you the race depending on where you are, where you're located. Let me know your location. I see if I can point you in the right direction. But good morning to yourself, Bride of Chucky. I think you are looking at the 200 meters semifinal. So that one has actually been run. So we've already looked at the 200 meters women's and men's semifinal. So your comment there is on a race that's already been completed. And of course, later on in the next, I believe, just over 2 hours, if that's Jordan Scott's about to take his first jump in the triple jump final. Looks like it's a foul here, guys. A foul jump there. Like it was over 17 meters, but it's down as a foul jump there for Jordan Scott. So that was his first jump of the men's triple jump finals. So let's go back over and good morning, David J. How are you? David J says, good morning. I am at work. I give thanks to be listening to your lovely voice. Thank you for keeping me company. Good to see you back in the comments section again. Bright and early you're at work, David. I like that. Early bird catches the worm. I hope you're in good health. Hope all of you guys there tuning into my live stream, whether you're listening silently or whether you're dropping some comments there in the comment section. I hope you guys are all in good health. We're currently looking at which event is this. Got the 800 meters semi-final heat 2 of 3 currently being shown on the screen. And we are about, let's call it some 19 minutes away from the men's 400 meters hurdles final. Let me know your predictions. Who are you going for? Who is winning this one? Are you going for Warholm? Let me know who you're going for. Are you going for Ray Benjamin or are you going for Dos Santos? So are you back in the Brazilian? Are you back in the man there from Norway? Or are you back in the American? We will dive into the lineup in greater detail as the race is about to get started. So you got the big three there to keep your eyes on: Benjamin, Dos Santos, and also Warholm. So do let me know who you fancy back in that one. Are you saying that that's a straight podium finish, or do you think that we are going to see a surprise in the 400 meters hurdles final for the men? Shortly after that, I will close off temporarily and I will be coming back to give you guys the women's and men's 200 meters finals. All right, so that's how we're looking, and I feel like the stream is the day feels as if it's going along quite fast to me, in my opinion anyways. Although I'm feeling completely knackered, it does feel as if things are going quite fast in my opinion. But anyways, guys, let's go and look at my screen again. Let's return to my screen. Let's see what we can focus on. I've already touched on the men's triple jump, so let's go back over to the men's let's focus on the men's 400 meters, because as I said, that one is steadily approaching. You guys are being a little bit quiet on me. I don't know if you guys fancy giving me your predictions for a podium finish. But anyways, while we wait patiently for the final, that is, we're currently looking at the world number 3. So the Brazilian Alison Dos Santos there, ranked world number 3 in the world. I'm sure he's an athlete there that you guys are definitely familiar with in terms of what he has done at the Olympics. He's already tasted the success over 2 Olympics there with podium finishes, a bronze medal apiece from the 2021 Olympics. Funny enough, in Tokyo, Japan. So he has experience of performing in Tokyo, Japan. Let's see what he can do this time around in the World Athletics Championships version. See if he can go maybe 1 or 2 places better than what he has done in the Olympics. And again, as I said, 2021 and 2024, where the Olympics is concerned, and secure the bronze medal. Now, in terms of the World Athletics championship there, I'm sure he's going to want to perform much better than he did in the Budapest edition of the World Athletics Championship. You can see that he finished, an applaudable 5th place position. Before that, though, in the 2022 edition in Oregon, he did finish in 1st place, putting gold around his neck. So he does know how to win when it matters. Definitely where the World Championships is concerned. I cannot see you guys in the comment section at present. That's if you guys are still in the comment section. But what I can do is move on to the next athlete there. These guys are dubbed as the big three, and a lot of people are talking about the podium finish being what they expect it to be. So DeSantis, Ray Benjamin, and also the big Norwegian himself. So let's go back and look at a couple of the other names there. Let's look at Ray Benjamin. So that's USA's Ray Benjamin. So again, DeSantis there ranked 3rd in the world, and Ray Benjamin is ranked 2nd in the world. And I'm sure that's a name there that you guys are all familiar with. Definitely sure you guys are all familiar with Ray's name. And he's an athlete there that needs no introduction there. We can see what he has done in terms of both individually at the biggest stage of them all. So that be it the Olympics, 2021 Olympics there, he secured the silver medals. Now, in terms of the 2021 and 2024 edition there of the Olympics, he not only secured the gold medals in the 400 meters hurdles, but he also did the same in the 4x4 meters relay. So Olympic champion there from 2024 in Paris. So few of the big hitters locking horns in the men's 400 meters finals. If you haven't given me your predictions, don't be shy. Do go ahead and give me your prediction. Now we got the big Norwegian. So plenty there to be excited about in terms of Clash of the Titans. That completes the big three. So to remind you guys, DeSantis ranked 3rd in the world, Ray Benjamin ranked 2nd in the world, and the big guy there from Norway, he's currently ranked 1st in the world. And we can go ahead and also look at his profile. He is the current, what's happened to my screen? He is the current record holder here, guys. I'm not sure what happened to my screen, but let's go ahead and look back at the big Norwegian. So as I said, I'm current record holder here. Let's go and do a deep dive into his honors so far. Now, I guess we could stick a pin in it. Similar to Ray Benjamin, he has tasted success at the Olympics, right? So in terms of the Olympics, he has almost completed the set. So he's already secured a gold and a silver respectively. So gold from the 2021 edition. Again, in Tokyo, another athlete there that's has experience of competing in Tokyo. So I'd be interested to see what he can produce on today's occasion. And also in Paris, so last year's Summer Olympics, he secured the silver medal. Now, in terms of the World Championship, I think it's safe to say that he's going to be the man to beat, isn't it? If you got the title, then you're definitely going to be the prey for your competitors. Sure, they're going to be gunning him down. You can see there for the 400 meters hurdles crown, he is the current champion, and he has tasted the championship more than one occasion. He has done so in the 2017 and also the 2019 edition. So he is chasing some history, further history of his own. Can he make it 4 times world champion? Don't have the answer for you guys. We just have to go ahead and brace ourselves and wait until that one gets underway. Currently looking at heat 3 of the 800 meters semi-final, and I'm assuming after that they're probably going to segue straight into the men's 400 meters hurdles final. Again, if you're just tuning in, good morning to yourself, good afternoon, possibly good evening, all depends on where you are in the world. Let me know what you guys got planned for your Friday and your subsequent weekends to come. Let me know how everything is looking your end. It'd be interesting to know what you guys have in store. And let's just let me go ahead and good morning to yourself, Gallus. I can only assume that you're based in the Caribbean, right? Maybe in Jamaica. Good morning to yourself. Hope you're in good health. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me go ahead and try and sort something out on my end. All right. Just stick with me. Let me just go in and do some technical rearrangements on my end with my studio. I'm about 7 away from hitting 8,000 subscribers. So if you guys can take me over, or well, take me to 8,000 subscribers, I'll be greatly appreciative of that. Just need to check something on my end just to make sure something that I have planned is working correctly. I don't think it is at the moment. So let's just go ahead and see what I can change. Just bear with me there, guys. All right, I think we're good to go now. Jamaican but living in the USA. All right, well, I wasn't too shy of the mark. So it's a good morning to yourself, based in the USA. Where in the USA are you based? Most of the guys there that's based in the USA, they're usually from Florida or New York. So where in the USA are you based? I think I do also have at least one of my subscriber there based in Texas. So you guys are pretty much scattered all over the the states across the pond. All right, there, guys. So the final semifinals there of the 800 meters, women's 800 meters there, to avoid any confusion. That's about to come to a close, and in about let's go back and look at the screen there for the all-important 400 meters hurdles finals to come. I'll say in about 10 minutes time, we do have the finals. So again, don't be shy. Do go ahead and get Maryland. Okay, I think that one is new to myself. Well, big ups to you guys there in Maryland. Not really sure what to say about where you're based, because like I said, that's a new one for me. But big up to you guys there and tuning in from Maryland, and also the rest of the world. If you guys fancy giving me your predictions for this one, you're more than welcome to do so. I think it's going to be the big 3, though, isn't it? I think it's definitely the big 3. We will finish on the give us a podium finish, or maybe we might get a surprise. I think on my live stream maybe 2 days ago, I can't remember the event. A lot of me, I really cannot remember the events. But I think there was a surprise finish. It might have actually been I think it was the women's 200 meters finals. No one got that one accurate. Miles off target. So if you guys fancy giving it another spin in terms of who you think could finish on the podium today, go ahead and let me know. I'm back in the big 3, so I'm gonna say DeSantis, Ray Benjamin, and also Warholm. But I could be wrong. Only time will tell with that one. We've got just under 10 minutes to go until things will start to shape up. Athletes there should be walking onto the track in about less than 10 minutes. for the men's 400 meters hurdles finals. And then, as I said, I'm going to take a quick little break and we're going to get things started with the 200 meters men's and women's finals. Massive, massive fireworks. As I said, for the 400 meters hurdles finals there. I'm currently waiting for the men's 400 meters hurdles finals to get underway. And as I said to you guys earlier on, there is a last dance on the cards, but I'm gonna keep you guys waiting some more before I let you know who the last dance is for. So maybe I'll give you a little hint. There is an athlete there from the USA. So you might want to grab your tissues. There's a little bit of a last dance lined up there. A legend of the respective events where the 400 meters hurdles is concerned. And I'm sure it's a name that you guys are definitely familiar with. Nick LFC. I am assuming that is Nick Liverpool Football Club. Correct me if I am wrong. Good morning to yourself. I hope you're in good health. Can't remember if I've seen you on my live stream before. So if it is a first time, I hope it's not a loss. Oh, it's not a first and a loss. If you haven't hit the like button already, what are you waiting on? I do need 6 more of you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's see if you can take me over to 8,000 subs. I reckon by the end of the day, I'll be on 8,000 subs. So thank you to those of you who continue to show the platform some love and support. The platform does continue to grow. It's continuing to grow in the right direction. And that is all down to you guys. So massive thank you to you guys there for showing me some support over the years, almost a decade. Next year, we'll be celebrating a decade, God willing. Hopefully still alive and well with you guys there celebrating it with me. So we are just looking at a replay there of the semifinals, 800 meters semifinals there for the women. And then we're going to be, I am assuming, changing commentary soon, looking at the 400 meters hurdles final. First up is the men's. They're up first and foremost. And then not long after, we're going to be looking at the women's. So very excited. Don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely excited. Looks into a interview, post-race interview. Keely Hodgkinson speaking with the BBC reporter there in a post-race interview. So let me just go ahead and check my time. So if you guys want to sit tight, we've got 5 minutes to go until the final of the men's 400 meters hurdles. Also got Ezekiel Nathaniel there from Nigeria. He's competing in the final. He's in lane 6. He has a time of 47.31. Ray Benjamin there of the United States. He has a personal best there. So that is the personal best there for the Nigerian athlete. Ray Benjamin has a personal best of 46.17 seconds. He's in lane 7. The Brazilian Alison dos Santos, he's out in lane 8. He has a personal best there of 46.29. The big man there from Norway, Karsten Warholm, he has a personal best of 45.94. And that is how we are looking there, guys. I'm really looking forward to this one. I've got 4 minutes to go until it gets underway. Don't think you guys fancy giving me your predictions. You're very quiet when it comes to giving predictions. Probably quietly definitely different when it comes to other sports, but I don't know, maybe athletics makes you guys a little bit nervous, a bit like myself. So kind of wish they would just speed things up a little bit and take us into the finals, but I don't think we have long to go, guys, until the official coverage of that one starts. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of the heats there. So Latoya there, she finished in 5th place. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the overall result because, of course, with this one here, in terms of who goes through to the final, it is the first two of the heats plus the two fastest. They are qualified for the finals of the women's 800 meters. All right. So again, just steadily waiting. If you haven't hit that like button, do go ahead and hit the like button. The women's 800 meters finals, for those of you who are curious, that one is taking place on a Sunday. So do go ahead and put that one in your back pocket. It's about to be crunch time. About 3 minutes time, we are turning our eyes over to the men's 400 meters hurdles. You guys still haven't given me your predictions, so you're probably more nervous than the athletes themselves. What's happened? What's happened with my background? Your background gave me a fright. I thought my phone screen was shattered. What's going on with my background? Is my background okay? Let me go ahead and now you've given me a fright. Is my background? It looks okay to me. Why is it doing that? Why is it? Yeah, why is my background doing that? I'm not sure why. I just saw it flashed for a second. I'm not really sure why it's done that, but thank you for bringing it to my attention. I am not sure why it's doing that. I don't know if it's an internet issue. I'm hoping it's not my Mac. Hoping it's not my Mac that's acting up on me. But anyways, back over to the 400 meters finals. So we're looking at the men's 400 meters finals. It's about to get on the way. The athletes there are out on the track. Athletes there are out on the track. The Olympic champion Ray Benjamin. He's going to be up against Brazil's Dos Santos. So the athletes there are currently going through their stadium announcement. If my screen is still flashing, I'm not really sure why that is. It's nothing that you guys are doing wrong. Just the edges. I'm not sure. I'm not going to come out the studio just because the finals literally, the big man there from Norway is lapping it up, isn't he? He's got the Norwegian there fully on side in the stadium. Let's see what he can produce. Maybe I can try and fix it for the next live stream. Okay. The current world record holder there, Karsten Warholm, going up against Olympic champion Ray Benjamin. Didn't see the introduction stadium announcement there of Alison Dos Santos, but it's probably because so you've got the world lead, the championship record holder, also Alison Dos Santos championship record holder, and things about to kick off. LOL. Where are you based? Let me know where you're based. I can't even tell if you've told me this already, Ben. My apologies if you have. It's okay. Stay on. Okay. As I said, I'll try to fix that for the next live stream. All right. I don't know why it's gone ahead and done that, but the athletes are in their blocks and they're about to get on the way. So they're waiting for the sound of the gun. You guys should be able to see this one on your screen in front of you. Ray Benjamin in lane 7, Alison Dos Santos in lane 9, and the big man from Norway in lane 4, and we are off. Already gone through a couple of the hurdles here, guys. It looks as if it's the Santos that's currently out in front, but he's being run down here by Ray Benjamin. Ray Benjamin looks like he's edging it out. He's out in front. He's going around what looks to be the last bend here, guys. Going down the stretch. It looks like it's Ray Benjamin out in front, and he's closely being followed by this is the Qatari athlete here that's following him. Oh no, come on! Something happened. No! Oh, thank God. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a season best there from Ray Benjamin, 46.57. The Santos is the big surprise here. So there was an upset on the cards. There's the Santos finished in second place. And it looks like it's the man there from Qatar finishing with a season best of 47.06. Nathaniel there of Nigeria, the national record of 47.11 seconds. 11 seconds, my apologies. Warholm, there is the big upset. Warholm finishes in fifth place with a time of 47.58, it looks. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Who would have predicted that one? I don't think you guys predicted that one. Maybe that's why you guys were so quiet on me there in the comment section. So I'm just looking to see. I'm waiting on a replay of what happened in that race there. So the crown has left the Norwegian Karsten Warholm. He was the current holder of the 400 meters hurdles men's crown. I've been won in Budapest, and it's now found itself a new home in the United States with Ray Benjamin. I'm just trying to watch the replay to see what happens here, guys. To see if anyone hit the hurdles. Ah, I thought so. I was thinking what happened there. Okay, so that's why I was a little bit scared there for Ray Benjamin. He did hit the final hurdle. So he hit the final hurdle, but he's all right. He's all right there, guys. So that is the result there for the final of the men's 400 meters hurdles. Did that come as a surprise there for you? I think the big surprise, he propelled himself on a podium finish. Samba from Qatar. He has managed to put himself on the podium. So the big three didn't go according to plan. I thought my surprise pick would have been Ezekiel Nathaniel there from Nigeria. That would have been my surprise pick if I were to think of someone to upset the bunch there for the podium finish. But instead, it's the man there from Qatar, putting himself in a podium finish. I think it's the end of the picture. Those who using phone will understand. Okay, well, as I said, I do apologize. So I will try to work on some stuff my end for you, okay? For the women's 200 meters and the men's 200 meters final. I'll try and see what can be done. In the meantime, all I can do is just apologize. That technical issue there, any glitch that you guys are experiencing, completely out of my control. I do apologize. I have set this stream up so that it can segue into the women's 200 meters final and the men's 200 meters finals to come. So we are currently waiting on the women's 400 meters final, and that one should be taking place in a matter of 7 minutes. Let me know how you feel for this one. If you're tuning in for the black, green, and gold, we do have Shiann Salmon. She's going to be competing in the final. She is in lane 4, so she's out there in lane 4. Let's see what she can produce for us. She is ranked number 7th in the world. She is up against some big hitters. Got some big hitters with one hot favorite in the women's 400 meters finals. Who's going to take the crown? Do you fancy an upset? Can you guys predict an upset, just like what we saw with the men's 400 meters hurdles finals? Or are we going to see a upset on the cards? We do have the world number 1 ranked athletes in the final. We also have the world number 7 athlete, world number 4 athlete, and the world number 2 athletes all in the final. So you have a few athletes there to keep your eyes on. USA's Anna Cockrell, she is ranked number 2nd in the world. Also, USA's Delilah Muhammad, she is ranked number 4th in the world. And we've already spoken about Shiann Salmon, ranked number 7th in the world. And Femke Bol, she is ranked number 1st in the world. So if you fancy giving me a prediction here for who you think will finish on the podium, Don't be shy. Go ahead and do just that. I would love another surprise and upset on the card. Would love to see Shiann Salmon pull something out of the bag here and get between the big three and cause an upset. I'd love to see that happen. Who knows if it will? Guess we will find out in about 5 minutes time. So do brace yourselves. And we are currently looking at the men's triple jump final. So we currently have the men's triple jump final taking place. We have Jordan Scott competing in the men's triple jump final. Already saw his first run. His first run was it went down as a false. So I'm not sure if he's done his first jump. My apologies. Already seen his first jump. I'm not sure if they've gone through their second jumps as of yet. I'm just waiting to see if he's going to pop back up on our screen. So maybe I could give you guys the latest update on that. And if you're in the Caribbean or across the pond, again, good mornings to yourselves. Guessing you guys are probably looking forward to the biggest one there of them all in terms of the sprints, aside from the 100 meters. To come, we do have the 200 meters finals, which I am assuming that's the one that you guys are probably looking forward to the most. Before we segue into that, we do have the fireworks to come in the women's 400 meters hurdles finals. Ray Benjamin, he's taken the crown from the big Norwegian there, and he secured the gold medal for the male equivalent of the 400 meters hurdles finals. And we do are bracing ourselves for something teary. Definitely bracing ourselves for something teary there. So I'll go ahead and give you guys the info there on the last Dawn, a veteran of her events and of these sports. Dalila Mohammed, she's about to race her last race, guys. And it's going to be an emotional one, I trust. She did do an interview there, and she did share a couple of words there with AP, and she said she did an interview where she said, I don't feel any nervousness, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And that was as she looked forward to today's final, where it will be her last race. But she also went on to saying that, but I think it's a good thing, just knowing how to enjoy these moments. Now, backstepping a little bit, it also say here that she wanted to step away from the sports a year ago at the Paris Olympics, but she failed to qualify for the US trials, and slowed by an Achilles injuries that has troubled her since 2020 and 2023. The athletes there are going through the stadium announcement. Femke Bol, she's been announced to the crowd there. So let's go ahead and stick a pin in it and look at the finals for the 400 meters hurdles. Femke Bol, I like to call her. She's a human robot. That's the way that I look at Femke Bol. Completely out of this world, sensational athletes, current record holder, looking to retain the title. If we go ahead and click on Femke Bol's name, so you guys can have a little brief introduction into her. You can see there, Olympic champion, world champion, Olympic silver medalist, and current record holder. Let's see what she can produce. Let's see if there's going to be anyone there that's snatching her crown. Currently has the crown firmly on her head. Won the title back in Budapest in 2023. But she's going to be challenged by a few athletes there. Let's be hoping, fingers crossed, that Jamaica's Shiann Salmon can get a individual medal at the World Athletics Championships. Also, Dalila Mohammed, as I said, ranked 4th in the world. And it's a final dance for the fine athletes. They do say old broom sweeps best. Let's see what Mohammed can come up with. Shiann Salmon's currently being introduced to the crowd. She, again, like as I said, is positioned in lane 4, next to Ball in lane 5, Cockrell in lane 6, Jones of the USA in lane 7. And Mohammed is positioned there in lane 9. Athletes going through the final stadium introduction there until they put themselves into the blocks and wait for the gun to go off. So before I forget my manners, thank you guys there for tuning into my live stream. I'm going to check the time there for the women's and men's 200 meters finals to come. So this one is kicking off at 2:06 my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close off on my live stream, take a quick little break, and then come back to see you guys. Okay, hopefully you guys will join me on the 200 meters finals for the men's and the women's. The athletes are positioning themselves into the block. Let's see if we're going to get a upset. Let's see if it's going to be a fairy tale finish there for Mohammed in her final dance on the global stage. Femke Bol, though, robot athlete is what I like to call her. And they're off cleanly. Cleanly over the first set of hurdles there. Same goes for the second and the third. Looks like it's Mohammed out in front there, guys, going around the bend. Looks like she's being pegged back. I think it is Jones that's now leading. And she didn't lead for long because you've got Femke Bol out in front. Final hurdle, and it looks like it's Femke Bol that's going to hold on to her crown. She's being run down, but it's not going to be enough to stop her. And of course, no surprises there. She holds on to her crown, winning that one in a time of, she's got a world lead there. It's not a shock, is it? World lead there for Femke Bol, the human robot, with a time of 51.54. Jones of the USA with a personal best of 53.08 to secure the silver medals. And there we have it there. I think that's another surprise there on the cards in terms of who finished third. I'm trying to see the athlete there in third. I can't really see their name from where I'm sat. I think it might be Emma. Here, finishing the Black Republic. I think Shiann finished in third place. So I didn't predict that one. So there you go again, another surprise podium finish there. European U23's champion. She can now say that she has a podium finish at the Senior World Athletics Championship. I don't think anyone is surprised by the winner, the human robot that is Big Fem. Kisses to the stadium, kisses to the spectators. She's just such a sensational athlete, isn't she? Wonderful athlete to watch. Breath of fresh air. I'm just looking to see if they can just bring up that final reading. If I'm not able to do it now, I will do it on my second live stream to come. I'm just waiting to see where Mohammed finished. As I said to you guys there, it is her final dance. Would have liked for her to finish on with a podium finish there. Of course, because with these athletes there, when they're closing out on their career, we all want a fairy tale finish from them, don't we? We all want a fairy tale finish, irrespective of who they compete for, irrespective of their country. We all want them to finish with a medal around their neck. It didn't happen on today's occasion, though, unfortunately. I'm just waiting to see where you can see the boys there. They actually stayed behind. So the Santos and Ray Benjamin is completely hyped up. He's there celebrating with the American Jones. So that is that there for the final of the men's and women's 400 meters hurdles. I don't know if you guys managed to get any of those predictions accurate. I most certainly didn't. Maybe I'm not the one to do any prediction. I'm not sure if I'll do any predictions for the men's and women's 200 meters final. That one is to come up next. That one is up next for you guys. So that's going to be my next live stream. Let me see if I can put the link to the stream in the comment section. So according to David J, based on his feedback, I might need to go ahead and look at some technical work there, but this stream should take you automatically over to the 200 meters finals. If not, you can go ahead and click on the link in the comment section, but I don't think you will need to. Definitely don't think you will need to. Ray Benjamin there is complete. He's made his way back out onto the track, and he's got the crown on his head. He's got the king crown on his head. Why not? He's the current champion. What's going on here? So he's taking a photo there with Jones. I'm not really sure what the commentators are saying because I can barely hear them. So Jones there with a silver medal around her neck. Not sure what the commentators are saying here, guys. I can't really hear what they're saying, but they are heavily focused on Ray Benjamin. Not sure where Fem is. Don't look like he's in any discomfort or any pain. As I said, he did hit the final hurdle. What are they looking at? What's currently being discussed? I am so confused. What is going on here? So it looks, I'm hearing something about an appeal for Ray Benjamin. So he hit the final hurdles. So what's the issue? I mean, he wouldn't have hit the hurdle on purpose. I'm just trying to. Oh no. No. Oh my God, it's been taken away from him. No way. No way. No way. What? So he hit the barrier here, guy. He hit the final hurdle, and no way he's at a disqualification for that. No way. I'm gonna have to stick around with you guys for a little while longer. Let's go ahead and see if we can go back and look at those results there for the. I'm hoping they're now showing the results. There is no way that just happened. Oh my gosh, no way they've taken his title away from him. No way they've taken his title away from him. Oh my God. No. Oh my gosh, 'cause I think they've given him a disqualification here, guys. I was wondering what was the commotion about. I was wondering what's going on here, but I think Ray's got a disqualification, guys. So they're saying that, but yes, he did hit the final hurdle, but apparently it's a disqualification for displacing a hurdle. resulted in impacting another athlete. Well, he obviously didn't hit the hurdle on purpose. I feel devastated for him. No way. I'm still trying to focus on that 400 meters men's. I was wondering why was they so heavily focused on Ray Benjamin. Yeah, Bol is absolutely insane. Big up to the Australian little baby Gout Gout. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. So currently it says unofficial results, and I did hear some conversation there of an appeal. So this is how it's looking for now, but apparently there might be an appeal there for Ray Benjamin, which would then mean that if he does lose his appeal, Alison dos Santos would go up to gold. Samba would go up to second. And Nigeria's Ezekiel Nathaniel will go up to third. That is unbelievable. But it does say here unofficial results. So I'm just that is upsetting. He's been disqualified here, guys. He's been disqualified. While I wait on the World Athletics website to update itself, we'll spring over to X, formerly known as Twitter. Trusted source here, Athletics Weekly says, remarkable scenes inside the Japan National Stadium. Ray Benjamin has been disqualified from the 400 meters men's hurdle due to knocking down a hurdle, which impacted another athlete. Well, the closest athlete to Ray would have been dos Santos, but I don't think dos Santos was impacted by that. And I've seen the replay at least twice, unless you guys disagree. Oh, wow. And it does complete here by saying the US athlete secured the win with 46.52 seconds, but is now listed as a disqualification. I can't see the disqualification my end. But it does say here unofficial result. I would like to think that that's not going to be the case. That is absolutely devastating. Extremely harsh. Extremely harsh. It still hasn't been updated here, guys, but I think on my next live stream it should be updated. But yeah, that is that's quite upsetting. I'm definitely upset for him. I'm hoping that he wins the appeal. As a fellow Dutchie, I big up the guys there from the Netherlands. I mean, look, Big Fem, sensational athletes, a robot. There's no way that woman is totally human. She's definitely some sort of a robot, half human. Fabulous athlete to watch. And let's go back over to the women's 400 meters hurdles final before I close off. Big Fem again hold on to her crown. She's not gonna let no one snatch her crown. She's ranked world #1. See, she produced a world lead there of 51.54. And then second place is Jasmine Jones, and with a time of 52.08. That's a personal best. Emma really sprung up a surprise there. She had a national record. She finished with a bronze in third place, 53 seconds. And Shiann Salmon, she finished in a respective 8th place position with 56.27. Big ups to Shiann for getting this far, representing Jamaica at the World Athletics in the women's 400 meters hurdles finals. Big ups to all the athletes there, even if you didn't finish on the podium. It's still remarkable that you managed to get this far. So I reckon on my next live stream, we might get some additional information there on what's happened with the latest on Ray Benjamin. At least that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and see if I can fish around for some info there on Ray Benjamin for you guys. All right, because World Athletics, they haven't put a disqualification to the final results, but based on the commentary, it is saying that it's a disqualification. But as things stand, I think he's still the champion, because there's been no updates. So although there's some reports there from some trusted sources, reputable athletic sources, And I think they're only going with what's been whispered from the commentary. Commentary there said that he might have to do an appeal. Hopefully he has done the appeal and he holds on to his gold medal, because it's incredibly harsh if they were to take that title away from him. Right, so before we close off, I will be coming back. I do want you guys to hit the like button on this live stream if you haven't done so. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Kindly hit the like button. Only 29 of you have hit the like button, about 60 of you watching. That's quite poor, guys. Do go ahead and hit that like button. I think I'm deserving of at least a like from you guys. I'm going to love you and leave you. Before I do so, let me give you a reminder that the finals of the men's and women's 200 meters final, it is steadily approaching. We've got maybe some 20 minutes to go until the men's 200 meters final gets underway, and I will be back before then. I'm probably going to dash for about 5 minutes or so, see if I can make any necessary tweaks my end with regards to some technical issues that I experienced in this live stream. So do segue over to the women's and men's 200 meters finals. If I don't see you over there, no problem. I'll give you the latest updates on Ray Benjamin. I'm praying to God, fingers crossed, that he's holding on to his crown. World Athletics, don't be harsh. Let that man keep his king crown. He deserves it. Big up to you guys there for tuning into my live stream. Over 60 of you watching. Have you hit the like button? Do go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I will be back in maybe less than 10 minutes time so that we can look to the men's 200 meters final, subsequently the women's 200 meters finals as well. All right, so make your way over to the second stream of the day. If I don't see you over there, God bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. If I don't see you over the weekend, I do hope you have a smashing weekend. Take it easy. Don't work yourself thin. Remember, you're just an asset to these companies. You are easily replaceable. Do the work, but don't do too much, especially if you're not appreciated. Good morning to yourself, Troy. I hope you are in good health. I will be seeing you in a few. All right, Troy, I'm going to close off on this live stream and I will see you guys in a few. So all 70 of you, segue over to the women's 200 meters final and the men's 200 meters finals to come. Big ups to you guys. Currently, Ray Benjamin has the crown on his head. The enemy of progress is trying to snatch it. The human, half human, half robot, Big Femme, that's Femke Bol, she also has the crown firmly on her head. So that's the king and queen wearing the crown for the men's and women's 400 meters finals. I will be back with you in a few. If you haven't hit the like button, do go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button and you know how it goes. Until next time, take care. We built this out of love, out of pride, shining a light from the island to the diaspora to the world. A golden beacon of sports, music, and everything in between. The very best of Jamaica. We little, but we're Talawa.